Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Christine Renee, and today I'm going to share with you about being perfected, being perfect, quote unquote. We're not talking about perfect where you don't make mistakes or never fumble, never miss it, never get anything wrong. That's not reality. There's no person on this earth that exists like that. We all have imperfections. We all have flaws, okay? And thank God that we have mercy every day and grace every day. I want to talk about growing in perfection, growing into the person that you are called to be and called to show the world. Who are you? You grown. I'm talking you over 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Come on now. We shouldn't even have to go down this road if you're over 50, but in some cases we do. Because I found out that people don't want you to grow. People don't want you to mature. And maturity in the Greek means like perfecting. People don't want you to be perfect. Growing, that kind of perfect. But you have to. You have to be willing to release the past, release people, release things, release situations, release issues, release whatever it is that you have to release. Every year I like to declutter, but every 10 years I give a real good declutter. Old papers that I've written or things that I don't even use anymore. Get rid of that stuff because that was the past. That was when you were then there. But now that you're maturing and you're grown, it's time to move on. Okay? The enemy of our soul does not want us to grow. And for your self-care, for your health and wellness, you're going to have to sit back and contemplate, am I going to stay stuck in the same old pattern, or am I going to progress? Am I going to move on? Am I going to do better with my life? Okay? You should want to grow. You should want to be perfected in the things that you're called to be and the things that you're called to do in this life. Okay? So I'm just here to coach you. I'm just here to encourage you. We're grown. You're grown. Okay? You're grown now. Does that mean that you don't listen to counsel or that you don't seek wisdom outside of yourself or get help or listen to other people's suggestions or advice? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that you know who you are and you have been set apart to do what you have been called to do. That nobody can do you but you. Okay? God didn't create you for anything just to stand in the crowd and be a part of the crowd and just scared to wander away from the crowd. You are an individual. I've noticed now, some people are raised to be a unit. And then you have some people who are raised to be individuals. Autonomy and to do and to grow. Yet still be a part of the unit, but the unit does not control you because you're an individual. You make your own choices. You make your own decisions, whether good or bad. They all have consequences, so we hope that you make the good ones. But you have to make the choice in your life. If you want to be a part of the unit and be stuck, the unit could be moving along and it could be, incorporating businesses and everything like that. And you're going to stick in that unit because there's generational blessings. But if you're in a unit and they don't want you to be individualized, they don't want you to move because you have to stay in this clique, you have to stay and not grow, then you're going to have to make a decision what you're going to do. Are you going to stay in the unit or are you going to be autonomy and have autonomy and go ahead and move on to the things that you've called to do and be and yet still love the unit? But if they can't understand it, you may have to let it go. You may have to let people go so that you can grow. Wow. Isn't that something? You know that. Come on now. We know that. There are some people, some groups, some cliques, some somebodies or nobodies that are always watching you and they're always wanting to control you. And like I mentioned, the enemy of our soul. The enemy of our soul. He does not want you to mature. He does not want you to grow. But God, He wants you to grow. He wants you to be everything He called you to be. I don't care if it's a stay-at-home mom. or owning your own company, or whatever you're called to be or do, caregiver, teacher, I don't know. What is it? Doctor, lawyer, nurse, I don't know. You have to make up the decision in your mind. Some of you have parents that are controlling and manipulating, and hey, if that works for you, fine. But if it's not working for you, you are grown. You are free. Whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Okay? Let us move on to perfection. Let us move on to maturity. Okay? Think of yourself as being grown, being gracious, not being mean, hateful, stomping all over people. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that kind of autonomy and authority and all that stuff. No, we're talking about you individualizing your life and making your life what you want it to be, because you're grown now. You want to perfect your life, perfect your things in your life. Sometimes you have to get away from the crowd. I'm sorry. It's like that. It is. That's life. You may be an introvert and you know it's like that, but you may be an extrovert and you need people around you all the time. Fine, but sometimes you need to separate from the crowd so you can find out who you are, so you can perfect those things that concern you, for yourself, for your health and wellness, for your mental health. Okay? Well, listen, God bless you guys. I hope something I said was of value to you. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to edify you, and I'm here to coach you on self-care tips, health and wellness, spirituality, and caregiver support. Like I said, I hope something I said was of value to you. And if you like the content, please give us a thumbs up. It helps. It helps the algorithms know that this content is liked. And also, please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you like the content. And please share. God bless you guys, and I hope to see you on my next video. Be blessed.